Listín Diario Editorial for January 18th of 2024. Fundamental Rights at Risk. Espionage through multiple means is one of the intrinsic responsibilities of the national intelligence services in all parts of the world. Protected by the premises that their mission is to protect national security, these services have no borders or limits, not even of a legal or moral nature, to pierce universal rights such as privacy and confidentiality of people and institutions, to obtain the sensitive information supposedly harmful to states. With the new Law 1-24, which creates the National Intelligence Directorate (DNI), this power to snoop deeply and secretly acquires the category of a blank check because it obliges any citizen or institution to deliver the information, data, or documents that DNI is required in an investigation process. Fears have immediately surfaced that the existing balance between national security and fundamental rights, individual or collective, could eventually be broken, affecting fundamental principles of the rule of the law. One of the controversial articles, number 11, obliges all state agencies, private institutions, or individuals to compulsorily deliver to the new DNI all the information that it requires as part of their investigations to clarify suspicions or illegal acts. Some possible and potential risks are that in the imposition of this obligation, abuses are committed by the government, violations of the right to privacy, and limitations on the exercise of professional secrecy, all enshrined in the Constitution. Unless it is by a duly motivated ruling by a judge, no institution can force journalists or media outlets to reveal their sources of information, and this constitutional protection is at risk under the current law. This legislation objectively can open channels for other possible impacts on press freedom, generating uncertainties, coercion, or self-censorship, which in turn could limit the flow of information to the public and the exercise of journalism itself. That is why the Dominican Newspaper Society has expressed its concern about the ambiguities it perceives in that law and has subjected it to an exhaustive legal study. A country that has just received the highest hemispheric rating for respect for freedom and the press and expression, and that at the same time has an increasingly robust democratic system, cannot afford to risk these social achievements. In this context, it is imperative that Congress review this legislation and eliminate Article 11 and any other that in their ambiguity or laxity might give rise to the violation of the fundamental principles of freedom of expression and the press, as well as other rights universals that protect citizens in a general sense. For Listín Diario, voice over and translations by Indira Rodriguez.